read Wuthering Heights a few days before going to see the movie, and when Kathy returns to Wuthering Heights after staying at Thrushcross Grange to get better, Ellen is asked to help Kathy with her things, and she says, "I removed the habit, and there shone forth beneath a grand plaid silk frock white trousers, and burnished shoes, and while her eyes sparkled joyfully when the dogs came bounding up to welcome her, she dared hardly touch them lest they should fawn upon her splendid garment." Emily Bronte published Wuthering Heights in England in 1847, so our understanding of trousers is not what she is describing. But this is like the early days of bloomers and the dress reform movement. I found this image in the V&A collection, and it's a portrait of an actress in a comedy, a farce, titled Bloomerism, and in it we can see her wearing what looks to be a jacket tied at the waist with a frock or a dress, and underneath are trousers or bloomers. I find this to be such an interesting, like, caricature version of the reality of the time because it's a theatrical piece, so it is happening and people are taking the piss a little bit. And when I first read that paragraph, I was like, why would Emily Bronte want to put Kathy specifically in trousers? Like, it is so specific. And then I started thinking about the clip of Emerald Fennell talking about this movie and how it really is the idea of a teenager reading this book, but also the like memory of being a teenager reading the book. And then I get annoyed by the costume design all over again because if I am thinking about what I, as a teenager, would have thought trousers looked like mid 19th century England, what a fun play on fantasy period costumes that could have created. So ultimately, we are given all these different versions of like what fantasy period dressing is and means in the context of this specific story. And I'm just left feeling confused because I just am looking at some very pretty clothes. And I'm not going to say that these looks aren't beautiful because they are. They are beautiful and opulent and so well crafted and put in the context of how they are meant to be observed and maybe the purpose they are supposed to have. I am left with no understanding of that purpose.